talk about gender-related speaking blunders. In a previous video, I generated some interest talking about to smile or not to smile, because studies have shown that smiling is a default for many women presenters, and that may chip away at their credibility. Well, people have been asking me, what are other gender-related blunders, if there are such a thing? So before giving you 4 really typical ones, I just want to say these are generalizations. Because you are a woman, you may not model these exact blunders, and not all men model the blunders that I'll be talking about. At the same time, you could be modeling the other genders' blunders. So I think they're basically just 4 things that are being seen over and over in the presentation skills world, some for men and some for women primarily. So guys, let's talk about you first. Number 1, when you loop your fingers in your belt loops or over the tops of your pants, or even put your hands in your pockets, it doesn't look great. Some people even call that genital framing, which is a really weird thing to think about. It's really much better to have hands ready to gesture, arms ready to gesture, gives you a much more open and accessible look. And it's not quite as super cash as hands in pockets or looped over the top of the belt. Number 2 for guys that I've seen a lot in my business is some wandering. Just, wandering back and forth, kind of like I am right now. Isn't that a bit distracting? Yes, it is not good to wander. That's a kind of a popular misconception, I think, for speakers. Yes, you can use your stage or your performance area, walk to different parts of it, but stop when you have something to say and have a reason for moving there. The most dynamic speakers actually root their feet, stand in the same place, and exude as much energy as they can out the tops of their bodies, from the waist up, so to speak. Women, let's take a look at you. So first, let me give you a little quiz. Does this sound credible? Hi, my name is Mary Smith. I'm super smart, and I'm from Stanford. Now, I can barely do it because I think it's funny, but I've heard so many women and many younger people having that upward lilt. That upward lilt has been studied carefully by linguists, and it's been seen to primarily be used by women as almost as, am I okay? Sort of a asking for permission sort of sense that they've integrated into their speaking style. Let's see what that might sound like without the lilt. Hi. My name is Mary Smith. I'm really smart. I went to Stanford. Blah, blah, blah. You sound like you have more authority there, Mary, and I'm going to believe you more than if you were asking me for permission. So the second blunder that I see a lot with women is the strange thing where they cross their legs in front. I mean, I'm crossing my legs right now, and I'm about to lose my balance. It almost feels like tree pose in yoga. I'm not quite sure why women do this, but the tip to follow is keep grounded. Much like the second tip for guys about not pacing or shuffling, just bear down, feel the weight in both your feet, not on one hip more than another, and certainly not with crossed legs. So I'm going to review those 4 tips. They're kind of gender related, but they probably refer to many of us. Use your arms and hands for gesturing. Don't tuck them away in your pockets. Ground yourself. Have your feet flat on the floor and feel the weight in your feet. Don't use an upward lilt when you speak. Come down and sound like you have authority in your voice. And the 4th is very similar to the second. Simply don't cross your legs. Don't put more weight on one hip than the other. Equal balance on both feet on the floor. I hope those 4 tips help both men and women. And thanks for listening. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.